Ayan, so magandang hapon po sa inyo. It's a rainy Saturday afternoon dito sa aming lugar, no? Dito sa Zamboanga City. Medyo maulan yung aming weather ngayon. I hope okay lang. We are praying na sana stable yung internet connection, and of course sana hindi po mag-blackout, no? But currently dito sa lugar ko ngayon blackout, no? So ayan, but the show must go on. So pasensya na po, we had to move our schedule this morning to this afternoon kasi this morning meron kasing scheduled na blackout, but for unfortunately merong another blackout ngayong hapon, no? This is unannounced blackout, so kaya we needed to move our session from this morning to this afternoon, but nonetheless the show must go on. Ayan, so but first of all, maraming salamat po for attending our first webinar series, no, related sa Google application. Ayan. Okay, so but before anything else, okay, let's start our webinar, okay, with a prayer. Ayan. So let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you, Lord God, for the opportunity to share what we know and the opportunity to learn from each other, oh God. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to be together this afternoon. We are just praying, Lord, for a stable internet connection, no power interruption, oh God, and help us, Lord, sa lahat po namin gagawin this afternoon. Let it be a productive day, oh God. We also pray, Lord, for our speaker. May you bless him, Lord, as he share his wisdom to us, oh God. And we also pray, Lord, for our participants who joined this afternoon. May you bless them, keep them safe, and provide their needs as well, and bless their families as well. Bless our session and help us, Lord God, to be able to glorify you with our works. We love you so much, and we just bring back all the glory and honor to you. This we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Ayan. Okay, so again, magandang hapon po sa inyo, no? So ayan, so before anything else, may I request everyone, if you can turn on your videos or your camera for a while. Let's have a group photo, no? Start pa lang ng ating webinar ay mag-group photo muna po tayo. Ayan, para for our documentation, no? Ayan, so if you can turn on your videos, no, your cameras for our po sa ating ang tawag doon, group photo, no? Ayan. All right. Ayan, magandang hapon po. Hello po sa inyo. Ayan. Just in case po, no, hindi po kayo maka turn on ng inyong mga camera because of ano tawag doon? Because of slow internet connection, probably you can just put a hearts react. Okay? So ayan. All right, so technical team, may I request that you'll have a group photo for us. Take it away po. Just give us a signal kung pwede po kami mag-smile. Yeah, Sir George or Sir Aljo. Naka-mute po kayo, Sir Aljo and Sir George.
Okay.
All right, everyone, in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, there you have it.
All right, thank you very much. Ayan po, so you can turn off your videos po. Ayan, para maka-save ko yung data or in case na slow yung inyong internet connection. Ayan. So in our chat box, okay, sa ating chat box po, kindly type, no, have you ever among the applications na ito talk about natin, or among the Google applications, no, sa Google applications, ano po yung pinaka-paborito ninyo? Ayan, ano yung mga pinaka-paborito nyong gamitin sa Google applications po natin? Okay? So in the chat box, kindly type your favorite Google application. Ayan, or madalas yung gamitin po. Ayan. Ayun, si Sir Louie, nag-type siya. YouTube. Ayan, of course, YouTube, no, napaka po yan, well used na application natin. Ayan, galing kay Sir Sir Joey, Google Docs. Ayan, of course, ang Google Docs yan napaka I think nung ang tawag doon nung well used talaga ang Google Docs natin, lalo na kapag meron tayong mga collaboration work, no, sa mga department natin or mga estudyante natin, no, madalas talagang gamitin 'yan. Ayan, sabi ni Teacher Farhana, email, Google Forms and YouTube. Ayan. And of course, Google Classroom, tama, no? Lalo na ngayon kasi online ang sessions natin, no? Online class. So, napaka-useful ni Google Classroom. And of course, si Gmail, no? Walang kumbaga sa email needs natin. Ayan. So, thank you very much po sa inyong mga responses galing. Ayan. So, ang pinaka-common po, no, Gmail, YouTube, no? And of course, Google Calendar, sabi ni Sir George. Ayan. So, it's good na some of us already are using some of the popular Google applications. So, by the way po, my name is Romeo. Okay, Romeo Rabahante Jr. po. And together with me are sina Sir George, Sir Aljo, and Sir Louis, which is our speaker this afternoon. And we are the Aprende Learning Hub. Ayan. So ano ba tong Aprende Learning Hub? So if you are familiar with the Chabacano term na aprende, okay, which is to learn or to study or something like that, no? So yung Aprende it came from two words, no? Aprende from Chabacano, which is to learn, and friend, no? So parang kinumbay namin kaya siya naging Aprende, no? So parang it's like learning together with friends. Ayan. So yun yung namin, yun yung grupo po namin, Aprende Learning Hub. So our goal is to help teachers, no? One of our goals is to help teachers learn ICT tools, no, for their classes, for their online class. And isa sa mga yung sa itong first webinar series namin, we will be focusing on the Google application. So I hope nag-register din po kayo sa other Google related na webinar namin, no, in this coming Saturdays para mas ma-update po kayo sa mga applications po natin. Ayan. So, di na po natin patatagalin. Okay, we will start with our first webinar series ng aming Aprende Learning Hub, no. So, presenting to you, dear participants, our speaker for this afternoon. Okay, he is the chair of the engineering department of the Ateneo de Zamboanga University, and a fan of Google tools, no, and products with special interest in automation. And kaya naman din po, mga dear participants, he is a certified Google Educator Level 2. Ayan. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our speaker for this afternoon, Sir Louis Vergil Gallardo. Ayan. Sir Louis, magandang hapon po sa inyo.
Hello, Rams. Good afternoon.
Ayan. Magandang hapon po, Sir Louis. Kamusta po kayo?
Okay lang, Rams. Medyo maulan. Sana hindi mag-brown out, ano?
Oo nga, sir. So, ayan. So, sige, sir. God bless po sa inyong session and take it away po.
Google app. Paano gagamitin?
Oo nga. Tama. Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to Aprende Learning Hub. So for today's session, this is on Google Workspace for Education. So, meron tayong mga estudyante, meron tayong mga teachers na nandito ngayon. So for today's session, we will be focusing on the tools that will help us stay on track with important schedules and tasks. So ano yung mga tools na pwede natin gamitin dito? Sharing my screen. Like for this session, we will be learning about Google Keep, tasks, and calendar. So these are the three tools that will help us monitor our activities, our tasks, and remind us the things that we need to do. Before anything else, the things that we will be sharing with you today are all based on our experience in using these tools. there might be some things that we have not will not be able to share with you kasi hindi pa namin nagamit o hindi pa namin na-explore totally. For cases like those, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask us. You can raise your hand, then acknowledge namin kayo. You can ask your questions directly. Or kung nahiya naman kayo magtanong diretso, then you can use the chat box. Kung gusto niyo sumabay, if you want to keep up with the discussion, or you try the things that we are showing you or demonstrating today, you can open your Google account. So, open your Chrome browser or anong browser na ginagamit niyo, then select sign in. Then, after that, you can access the Google Tools gamit yung Google Waffle. Itong 9 dots na nandito sa upper right corner ng browser. So all the tools are available and meron pa yan sa baba. So you can just explore. Right. So are you ready? Okay. Silence means yes. Right. So the first application that we're going to explore is the Google Keep. Hindi na ito bago. No? Dun sa mga participants natin, have you heard of Google Keep? So choose the right reaction if this is the first time that you heard of it. So ito, yung wow. Heard of it but haven't used it. Narinig niyo na sa mga kilala ninyo. Pero hindi nyo pa nagamit, so thumbs up. And kung nagamit nyo na ito at least once in the past, then heart, IB, si Joanne, this is the first time. And if you are an expert in Google Keep, then yung celebration. We're looking for the expert in Google Keep. Isang heart, yung karamihan, yung wow. Wow ba yan, Roms?
Yes, sir. Yeah, medyo actually sir, mix tayo, no? Pero kanina sir, medyo ang karamihan po ay first time today.
Okay. So if this is your first time, then you're in for a treat. Kasi masaya itong Google. So what is Google Keep? It's an application for recording plain text notes, organize, edit, or share with others. Kung mahilig kayong magsulat, mag-scribble dun sa papel or sa mga phones ninyo, meron kayong note application na sinusulat ninyo kung ano yung gusto ninyong mga reminders or mga things that interest you that you might find useful later. So Google Keep is a better version of that. So it allows you to create typical lists. Yung halimbawa, ito meron tayong grocery list. You can also make checklist. Pag i-check ninyo, mawawala sa listahan. These are the things that I need to buy. So, or you can use picture list. So maglalagay ka ng picture dito. For example, for this picture of a child and a dog. So one is scheduled for vaccination. The other one is scheduled for deworming. You can have this. Now, how do you start Google Keep? So when you start Google Keep, there are 3 ways. One is through your browser. You can type keep.google.com, or in your Gmail or Google Drive, meron siyang yellow na page and with white light bulb. So nandun yan sa Gmail and Google Drive sa right side. And you can download it through Google Play. Meron siyang mobile application. For today's session, we're going to focus on the browser-based Google Keep. Halos lahat ng features ng browser-based available din sa mobile application. This is your Google Keep interface. So you have your search. You can search within Google Keep Notes. You have here, starting your note sa taas. So i-type nyo lang diretso dito, you can start a note. These are the labels that you have for your notes. Merong groceries, inspiration, personal, temporary, work, and edit labels. So those labels, if applied to your notes, makikita nyo yan dito sa baba. Merong personal, merong work, merong mga groceries, merong temporary. Meron din mga color codes and meron din mga pictures. So in making a note, so we can start making a note, create checkbox, create a new note with image, create a new note with drawing, extracting text from image. For this one, demo natin yan kasi mas maganda kung makikita niyo pa. So this is my Google Keep. So this is my account. This is my Google Keep. So to start, in making a note, we can start making a note just simply by typing here, dito sa taas. So, take a note. Ano ba yung mga notes natin today? So lalagyan ko siya ng my note na gagawin. The note that I'm going to do today is the things that I'm going to do next week. So, real life ito. So I'm going to contact Zamboanga City Medical Center regarding the hospital immersion. Kailangan ko rin mag-follow up ng notarized MOA kung natapos na ba. So I have to follow up the infirmary on medical certificate. So, infirmary. Then I have to follow up on the training modules. So aside from that, kailangan ko rin update ang e-class. Nakikita ba yung screen ko, Roms? Yeah. Sasalita ko dito, wala pa naman.
Yes, sir.
Screen.
Opo.
Okay.
Clear po, sir. Go.
And then upload learning materials. So maglalagay tayo ng title. This will be for week of February. 21 to 26. 25. Okay. So this is your typical note. If you want this to be converted to checkbox, punta tayo dito sa dot, yung may 3 vertical dots labeled more. Then we click show checkboxes. Magiging checkbox na sila lahat. Okay. Now, these items, yung follow up, these are all under contact CCMC. So I'm going to move that. Itong nandito sa yung 6 vertical dots here. I'm going to click that and then drag that towards the right. So magiging under na siya ngayon. This one, yung training module, sa kanila din yan. So ilagay ko rin yan dito sa right. And then papasok na rin siya dito. So once I completed this one, kasama na sila lahat. Follow up on medical certificate, that's for infirmary, that's a different matter. And then meron tayo ditong upload e-class material, so that's under e-class matters, so I can move that here. Okay? So ganun lang yung paggawa ng notes. So you can do that. And then close it, so nandito na siya ngayon. Week of February 21, 26, 2022. Okay? So that. Now we can also start creating a note using image. Pwede tayong mag-add ng image. Art list. So meron akong art list dito. So paper, pencil number 2, crayons, art paper, box cutter, masking tape, glue, glitter. So gagawa ko ng art. So this is a picture. Yan, din pa yung finger ko. So I'm going to do a note on that. So close ko siya, nandiyan na siya sa mga notes na yan. So kung meron kayong sinulat sa papel, you can take a photo of that using your cell phone and then i-upload din sa Google Notes. So you can do that. Pwede rin tayong mag-create ng drawing. New note with drawing. You can do that. So ilagay ko dito Lagay ko lang yung pangalan ko kasi mas madaling isulat. That, pagkatapos kong gawin yan, you can also do this in your phone. Mas madali kasi finger ang gagamitin niyo. So I have that. Bigyan ko lang siya ng pangalan, my name. Then I'm going to close it. So nandun na siya. Hindi siya gaano mali. Okay? Okay? So we have this one, pictures. Gusto natin magkaroon ng editable text gamit ito. So what we can do is select this one. That. And then, tingnan natin dito. Sa more, you have here grab image text. So this is an optical character recognition. So lahat na makikita niya dito sa image ng mga text, pwede niyang kunin. And then gawan niya ng editable note. So we're going to do that. So, grab text. And so hopefully nandun na siya. No? Nandito na siya sa baba. Okay, so we're going to close that. Nandun na yung mga notes sa baba. Okay, hindi na natin kailangan yung image na to. So what we can do is, we can erase this one. So dito sa lower right corner niya, meron dito remove. So we can remove that. Yan. And then, lagyan natin ng title, Art Supplies. I'm going to remove this. That. Then, ito, I'm going to convert this to checkbox. Yan. Para pag napunta ako ng National Bookstore, pwede ko silang bilhin. Glue. Ano bang gusto niya? Glue sticks or glue lang? Glitter. Like that. Close it. Meron na tayong art supplies. Kahit yung drawing natin, pwede rin natin i-grab yung text. Grab image text. Close it, nandun na yung mga letters. You can do that. Take lang kayo ng pictures, yung mga notes na kinukuha ninyo, yung mga menu sa restaurant na pinupuntahan ninyo. Kung gusto niyo maging, kung gusto niyo maalala yon, take a picture of that. Then, lagay niyo sa notes. Grab ninyo yung text, send ninyo yung text, you can do that. Right, questions? So we already started making a note. We created checkbox, we create note with image, we create a new note with drawing, and we extracted text from image and then created a note from that. Do you have questions? Wala, we can proceed.
Yeah, so far po Sir Louie, wala pong questions na nakikita natin sa chat box. Pero for our participants po, no, if you have questions or clarifications, please feel free to type your questions in the chat box, or if you feel speaking, just raise your hand po, no, so that we can acknowledge you po. Ayan. So far po Sir, okay po yung ating participants. No questions po Sir.
Okay, thank you, Roms. So let's proceed. What we have here, are plain text. Ano? Meron tayong text dito, white. So anong pinagkaiba nila sa ibang mga note-taking application? So gagawin natin yan. Ito, merong mga colors, merong mga pictures sa labas. So to customize that, you can add labels, you can add colors, you can add background images. So balik tayo dito. So this one, this is for this is my task list for next week. Lagyan natin siya ng label. So dito pa rin sa vertical dots, yung 3 vertical dots, you have here add label. So pili ka lang dito kung anong label ang gagawin mo. You can also type your new label here kung wala siya dito sa mga nagawa na. I made this labels here. So kung meron kayong gustong gawin, pwede nyo ilagay dito. So this one is for work. So I'm going to select that sa work. This one is personal. So lalagyan ko siya ng personal. This one, since ginawa lang natin to prove that we can make a drawing and extract text from it, so lagyan ko lang siya ng temporary so that I can erase later. Right. So meron na siyang mga labels ngayon. Okay, merong personal, merong work, merong temporary. This one is shared by Romeo. So lagyan din natin yan ng label. So it's not personal, it's not work. Lagyan ko na lang siya dito na friendly. So select that. So meron na siyang label doon na friendly. Okay. So gagamitin natin yung mga labels later. Next is, maglalagay tayo ng colors. So this one, meron kayo ditong color palette. You have background options. Okay. Sa baba, isa sa mga options nyo. So you select that. Yan. Pwede tayong pumili ng colors. So we can do purple, yan, or yellow. Meron tayo nito. Yan. So bigyan natin siya ng purple. This one right here, oops, lagyan natin siya ng background. Dito sa baba, sa taas meron kang colors, sa baba meron ka rin mga background image. You have groceries, you have food, music, recipe, notes, places, travel, video, and celebration. So, dito tayo sa notes. Let's click that, and then it will automatically be added to your notes. For this one, we're going to have celebration. So we have added the labels, we have added the colors, and we have added background image for each of your notes. That's how you customize it. Okay. Next is organizing your lists. So we can add headers. We can search within your notes. We can search for the type, label, things, people, and color. We can share it. So if you want to collaborate on your list, so you can share it. You can set reminders based on time, date, and location, or you can choose to archive it if it's not relevant anymore. So let's go through this one by one. So let's do headers. This one right here, this note here has a header. Meron akong header. So this is simply an image. I'm going to do this one. Okay. I'm going to add an image. So dito tayo. Add image. Select that. Meron akong mga headers dito. That is my weekly task. That's my weekly task. After I add the image, close it. So nandun na siya. Meron na siyang weekly task. So this one, I'm going to add an image. Lalagyan ko siya ng, say for example, this is part of my plan. So meron na siyang plan. You can put headers to your list para mas madali niyo siyang makita. For searching your notes, you can use this box here. This is for search. So if you select that, pwede kang pumili ng type. Ano ba yung gusto mo ng type ng list? Gusto mo ba yung may drawing? So let's click that. So all the lists that has drawings will appear. Meron dito, meron ding naka-archive. Kasi nag-practice ako last time. Meron din dito. Or you can search for gusto mo ng label. So, saan ba yung gusto ko yung work lang. Sa work. So, ito yung lalabas sa work. Or mag-search tayo ulit. Gusto natin yung lahat ng may connection kay Romeo. So, lahat ng mga notes na naka-share or connected kay Romeo. Lalabas yun pag nag-search tayo. So going back, Meron akong personal list na separate dito na nakalagay yan, groceries. Tapos nakashare siya kay Mau. You can add collaborators. For example, this will be our grocery list for the month of November. Hindi namin alam kung kailan kami pupunta doon or kung sinong unang makakaalis ng bahay. What you can do is you select the collaborator, then you add the person who you want to share your list with. Example, I'm going to share this with Maureen. And then I'm going to say this. So nalalabas na ngayon yung picture ni Maureen dito. For this one, say for example, I'm going to share this with Joanne. I'm going to save that. And then yung picture ni Joanne. So that means this list has been shared to Joanne. So pwede na kayong mag-work ngayon dun sa list. Pwede niyo silang, pwede niyang i-edit ito. Pwede niyang makita yung list. And she can work on accomplishing the tasks on the list. For example, si Joanne na mag-follow up ng certificate. After that, kung nagawa niya na, click niya lang yung check. So lalabas na siya dun sa baba. These are completed tasks. Sa list niya. For example, si Mao, pumunta siya sa grocery, nabili niya na to. Ayan. So pwede din. So lalabas na siya dito sa baba. Pag ginagamit namin ito sa groceries, dalawa kami nasa supermarket. Isang list lang yung tinitingnan namin. So pag napadaan siya na may nakita siyang, say for example, paper towel, kumuha na siya, so wala na yun sa listahan. So pag nadaan ako doon, if I pass through that aisle, then I will pass by that aisle, I will not get the paper towels anymore. So automatic updating yung nangyayari. Hindi mo na sa kailangang tawagan na okay, nakakuha ka na ba ng Pomelo? Nakakuha ka na ba ng WD-40? So automatic yan. Pag nag-check ako dito, mawawala na siya kaagad sa listahan. Okay. So that's for sharing. Now, what if we want to set a reminder? For Google Keep, each note will have a separate reminder. For example, for all of these tasks in this note, you can only get one reminder. So, kuha tayo ng reminder, meron dito, remind me. So, reminder. So, pick a time and date. So, that will be on Monday, 21. Time is, morning is 8, afternoon is 1, evening is 6, night is 8 p.m. Kung wala dyan, gusto natin alas 9, so let's pick custom. Then, let's do 9. And it does not repeat, then save. You will have here reminder, February 21, 9 a.m. Okay. Now, what if you have a list? For example, this one, I have a list, but I don't have a specific time when to accomplish this. But I want to be reminded if ever I will be in, say for example, National Bookstore, I want to be reminded that I have to buy these things. Kasi hindi ko alam kung kailan ako lalabas, kailan ako pupunta ng National Bookstore or mga art supply store. So to do that, we will use reminder. Instead of reminding us with the time, we're going to pick the place. Using your phone, the mobile application, and enabling the location function of your phone, this will remind you every time you are within the area of the place that you pick here. So for example, pili tayo National Bookstore KCC. Going to do that. So I will be reminded if ever I will be in the proximity of National Bookstore in KCC, Zamboanga, then Google Keep will send or will post a reminder or notification on my phone, reminding me that I have to buy these things because I'm within the area of National Bookstore at KCC. So you can remind yourself using time and date, or kahit na date lang. And you can also remind yourself using location function. Okay. Now, what if the lists are not relevant anymore? For example, para sa teachers, you have notes here or lists that related to face-to-face classes, and those are not relevant anymore. So you can choose to archive this list. So archive, it will not show here on your main page, but you can always open them in the archives section. So for example, this one, I don't need this, so I'm going to select archive. Groceries, November, it's either hindi pa siya dumarating or tapos na siya last year. So I'm going to archive that. This is February 14, so it's already past due. So I'm going to archive that. This is also February 14, so I'm going to move that to archive. Okay. February 21, 26. So I'm going to archive that. This one is duplicate of this one. So I'm going to remove that so I can delete the note. Ito na lang yung mga active nila. These are the active notes that I have. Now this one, follow up on medical certificate, infirmary. So I accidentally checked that, so I have to move that again to active. So I'm going to uncheck, and then it will go back to the active notes or active list. Your archives or archived notes will be here in your archive section. So nakita na lahat ng mga notes na meron tayo. So balik tayo dito sa notes. These are all our active notes. Right. That's how you use your notes, you organize, you customize, and you create your notes. Questions?
Ayan, Sir Louie, napakadami palang gamit ng Google Meet, sir, no? Yung ultimo sa grocery, pwede palang gamitin si Google Meet, sir, no?
Keep prompts. Keep.
Sorry, Google Keep pala. Google Keep pala. Sorry. Ayan. Sir, ang Google Keep po, pag for example nasa grocery kayo, kailangan po ba na data kayo pareho or online kayo para updated yung parehong list ninyo?
Yes, Roms. Kailangan yun. Mura lang naman ang data, hindi naman siya mag-consume ng mga 10 MB.
Opo. Actually, sir, na-try ko rin yan sa sir, no, sa grocery. Napaka-useful niya. Ang gusto ko sa Google Keep is yung kapag na-checklist mo na siya, na-check mo na siya, automatic parang na-strike siya sa list, no? Tapos, mafo-focus na lang yung hindi pa naka-check.
Yes, Roms. Napupunta siya dun sa baba.
Yes, sir.
So pag nagmamadali kayo, pwede kayong mag-split yung isa. Halimbawa sa supermarket, yung isa dun sa kabilang dulo, ikaw dito sa kabilang dulo. So check na lang ng check.
Correct po, sir. Ayan. So how about po the other participants po natin? Baka meron po kayong mga clarifications or questions po. Or baka meron kayong experience, no, sa Google Keep na ginagamit niyo. Please feel free to share it in the chat box, or you can unmute po your mic so you can share your thoughts po. Ayan. So go ahead po, Sir Louie. So far, wala pong questions sa ating chat box po.
Okay, sige. Before we proceed to our next topic for today, I want to know your thoughts. What are the things that interest you the most when it comes to Google Keep? Ano yung tumatak sa isipan ninyo? Ano yung interesting sa inyo para sa Google Keep? Saan ko ba ito pwedeng gamitin? Okay. Yung mga aha moment ninyo. If you have those, please write it to our chat box para makita natin kung ano yung mga natutunan ninyo sa Google Keep.
Dave, how do you increase the volume? Okay na. Thank you.
Sige, please write it sa ating chat box.
Yeah. For me, Sir Louis, siguro for learning anchor on my answer, no? Na-realize ko, sir, na yung Google Meet, it's like, Google Keep pala, no? Google Keep is like good for taking down notes, especially for your task, no? And then yung pag meron kayong gustong gawin for the next day or mga mga things to do or checklist, napakaganda po ni Google Keep to try and use it, no? Even sa mobile phone, maganda siyang gamitin kasi hindi lang siya pang web browser, pwede rin po siyang pang mobile application.
Yes, Roms. Mas masaya siya sa mobile application kasi yung location function niya. Madalas kasi
Yeah.
pag lumabas ka, pabili ng ganito. Ayan. So, lagyan mo na lang siya ng location na pag lumabas ka, then napunta ka dun sa area nung nilagyan mo ng location. So, i-remind ka yung direction.
Yeah, correct, sir, no? Sir Louis, meron po tayong mga learning anchors na dito sa ating chat box, no? From Sir Aljo, sabi niya po ay helpful siya, especially if maraming gagawin na task to be accomplished, no? Tama, sir, no? Pwede siyang gamitin lalo na kasi meron din siyang reminder aside from that. Aside na checklist siya, pwede din siya mag-remind. Ayan. And then sabi po ni Sir George dito, Google Keep helps me a lot in saving space in my smartphone. Ayan. So siguro paano nasa-save hindi not necessarily na nasa-save siguro siya sa phone natin. I mean sa phone natin but online din, sir, no. Ganun po ba yung Google Keep, Sir Louis? Online
Yes,
yung
Roms.
pag-saving niya.
Mag-sync siya online.
Mag-sync siya sa online. All right. So yan. Sabi naman po dito ni Sir Rixiel, Sir Balan, yung sa place reminder po, sir. Ayan. Ayan, yan po yung parang aha moment niya. Ayan. And then meron tayo from Ma'am Jeanette, sabi niya, for me, it's the collaborative function po. It is very convenient, especially if we have events sa school. Organizers can just work together while doing work separately through Google Keep po. Ayan. Ayan, yun po yung answer. So far, ito po yung mga learning anchors natin.
Yung sinabi niya, Roms, yan din yung ginawa mo dito. Ano? Gumawa si Romeo ng mga list ng mga task na pwedeng gawin ng bawat member ng team. Then, lalagyan na lang sila ng check. Kung nagawa mo na, pwede mo nang i-check para hindi na uulitin ng iba. Convenient sa pag may events. Alright, so I think that's it for Google Keep. Let's proceed to the next one. Next is the upgrade of your Google Keep. Meron tayong Google Tasks. It works similar to your Google Keep and more. So, check ulit natin. Have you heard of Google Tasks? Is it the first time that you've heard of it today? Or narinig niyo na ito pero hindi niyo na ginagamit? Nakikita niyo sa browser niyo, sa Gmail, sa Drive, sa Calendar, but you're not using it? Use it to at least once, or you're an expert in Google Tasks.
Ayan, so far po, sir, based po sa ating po, sir, no, sa pulso ng ating masa, mukhang karamihan ay first time din po, sir. Gaya po sa Google Meet kanina, karamihan ay first time to hear about it po.
Ako din, first time ko rin itong narinig today. Para sabay-sabay na tayo. So what is Google Task? Saan ba siya? So it's a program for creating a to-do list that integrates with Gmail and Google Calendar. Yung Google Keep natin, separate application sa standalone. For your Google Task, almost similar ang function niya with Google Keep, but this one integrates with Gmail and Google Calendar. Whatever you do with your Google Task, you can put that in your Google Calendar. Whatever is in your Gmail, pwede kayo mag-create kaagad ng task for the things that you have in your Gmail. May na-receive kayo ng mga activities, for example, may pinapagawa ang teacher, may pinapagawa ang dean, or yung supervisor ninyo may pinapagawa sa inyo, pinadala lang through Gmail, you can create a task for that directly from Gmail. How do you start your Google Task? So it's from Gmail. So kung meron kayong Gmail account, nandun din siya sa right side, just below your Google Keep. For Drive, nandun din siya sa Drive, or you can use your mobile phone to download the mobile application. You have your Google Task. Since it's integrated with Google Calendar, nandun din siya sa side. So the Google Keep interface. So you have the different types of lists. The same as your notes or Google Keep, you have, this is supposed to be Google Task. So the same with your Google Keep, you will have labels, but for Google Task, this is called a list. And you have different tasks in a list, and you also have the completed tasks. The same dun sa Google Notes, Google Keep, you can archive it. Dito naman sa completed task sila lalabas. So how do we make a task list? You can add tasks and reminders, and you can sort the tasks. So let's look at this using my Google Calendar. So I'm using a different account now for Google Calendar kasi ito yung empty. Yung isa kasi masyado marami naman. So if this is your Google Calendar, you can open your Google Task here sa right side. So you click on that, then lalabas na dito yung different tasks. Mga tasks dito. So I have different lists here. So I have personal, I have work. So you can create a new list. Say for example, school or class. You can do that. So class reminders, you have work, you have personal. So let's say I'm going to use work. I have this. Let's assume na tapos na to kasi para makapag-start tayo ng bago. So these are my tasks under work. So meeting on CE initiative, set up Zoom, check participants availability, prepare documents needed for the meeting. So hindi ko siya nalagyan ng dates, hindi ko alam kung kailan ito. I'm going to check that. So all of those are under task completed. So nandito na sila ngayon, makikita natin sila sa baba. So let's create a task. So this is for week 14, week 21, week of February 21 to 26, 2022. So details. First, follow up on MOA. Oops. Can add another task here. So add a subtask. Check for notarized MOA. Then you add the subtask again. Forward MOA to GCMC. Bago natin ma-forward yan, kailangan muna natin siyang oops, sorry. Basta na-check. So we can select one and then pwede tayong maglagay ng date and time, or we can arrange that. Pwede natin i-drag sa baba kasi dapat mauna yung notarize kaysa dun sa i-forward yung MOA. So kung una mo namang ma-forward yung MOA, pwede mong i-drag din sa taas to reorganize or sort your list. Now, the difference between this task and Google Keep, for your Google Keep, you only have one reminder for all of the things that you need to do for the week. For Google Task, you can assign a different reminder for every item. For example, that's 21. So I'm going to check that at 9 o'clock. Oops, now forward. Dapat na check for notarized MOA. So I'm going to check this. I'm going to have that on Monday. I'm going to call 10 a.m. Tapos ito naman, papalitan ko yan, i-forward ko siya by Tuesday at 9 a.m. So you can have that. You can add another task here. So this is a new task. For example, check medical certificate. Then let's add a subtask. Let's do call impairment. Then another subtask. Follow up. Forward medical certificate. Okay, so dapat mauna yung pagtawag ko sa infirmary, so I have to move this up. Then, ito. So I can do this on Monday. So pwede kong tumawag. Set the time. Bigay ko 8:30. Details dito, I'm going to have a number. For example, 991-0871 local 1234. University. This one, maglalagay din ako ng details. Submit via email, cmc@uoh.gov.ph. So I can have this. Once I have this task and meron na akong mga reminders na nandito, these things will automatically be integrated in your calendar. So nandito na kaagad sa calendar nito. Okay? You will see this in all of your calendar dito sa browser, sa mobile phone ninyo. You will be able to see that, especially if your task calendar is enabled dito sa side, sa left. This is disabled, and mawawala din yung mga reminders ninyo, or they will be hidden. So if you're going to enable that, they will be here. What is this? Set appointment with doctor on Friday. It's personal. Forward MOA to GCMC. So you have all of these reminders. Okay. You can do that. Now, for example, so you have adding task and reminders, sorting task by due date. So balik tayo doon. Okay. You have this. You can sort your list by, this is my order. So ito yung method ng pagkakagawa ko sa kanila. Or I'm going to do this. Doon ko ilalagay sa taas first. I can do that, especially if you have multiple tasks here. Now, what if I want to sort it by date? So they will be sorted by date. So makikita ninyo dito, 8:30 I need to do this. At 10 I need to do that. On Tuesday, I need to do this. Okay? And there are 3 items without date. Pwede pa silang lagyan ng mga dates. Then, I can sort it again. So yung order ko, babalik lang sila dun sa original. Okay. So what if this one is not supposed to be in your work list, but it's supposed to be a class reminder? Example lang, this is class reminder. So you can reorganize your list. So you can select the list and then ilagay nyo lang siya dun sa class reminders. Select the class reminders here. Then mawawala na siya dito sa work. It will be moved to your class reminders list. So you have it here. So my task is empty. So I have 1 task for work and I have 1 task for class reminders. Okay. Next, managing your list. So you can rename your list, you can add and manage multiple lists. You can create new lists and you can transfer tasks to other lists. So we already have that. So you can also create repeating tasks. We can complete and divide the task and using tasks in Google Calendar. So these are the things that we can do. Check natin kung. So using task with calendar, so we already have here. Nabas na sila dito. So you can edit that. Pwede niyo siyang palitan dito. You can move that to work, personal. You can do that here in your calendar, and you can also do that here directly from task. Save. This one, you can create a new list. So create a new list here. So this is my new list. So let's create a task here. This is my new task. We have here, you can put a reminder here and then you can set if it's repeating. So for example, lagay ko dito. Ibang klase ko sa session 2. This is my class for session 2. NG201 session 2. And it's happening every, say for example, every Monday. Once every week. And it's happening on Monday, starting February. Kailan ba mag-umpisa ang second session? 14. Every week. So I can set time. My class will start at 8:30 a.m. Check natin nasa yung calendar. So I have here. Here, that. Check ko yun. Na-check ko pala yung Saturday. May Saturday. So it's only every Monday, 8:30 a.m. every week. So I have that here. Okay. So you can have a recurring or repeating task. So task is complete. The title is work. Once I'm done with this task, so the tasks are completed. Now, what if nagkamali ka lang ng pag-click ng task? You have here at the bottom is your completed task. You can revive your task here. So select, yan, check mo lang. Okay, that, yan. Check ko sila lahat. I can revive them. So balik sila dito. That's how you revive your task. If once they're completed, lagyan nyo lang ng check dito sa left, and then they will be moved to your completed task section. Again, the difference between Google Keep and your Google Task is that for Google Task, you can set a different reminder or date for each of your tasks, each item in your list. In Google Keep, everything in your list will get the same treatment. You're going to put a reminder here, everything here will have the same reminder. You will be reminded of the list, not the task. With Google Task, you will be reminded of each task, not the list. That's the difference between the two. And this one easily integrates with your calendar. Okay, questions?
Amazing pala itong concern, no? Amazing pala itong Google Task. Kasi ako, sir, personally, hindi ko ginagamit si Google Task, yung si Task, but ang ginagamit ko dito is more on the Google Calendar. And parang nandun yung mga mga events, pero yung mga things to do ko usually nasa Google Keep lang. But yung task, this is something new to me, sir. So it's very interesting na pwede pala siyang pwede palang mag-set ng reminder per task, no? Per task.
Yes, Roms. Then since convenient naman para sa iyo yung calendar, then once you create a list here, pupunta na kaagad sa dito sa calendar. Ganon din yung ginagawa ko before. Pag gusto ko ng reminder, gumagawa ako ng event sa calendar. Ano? Tapos napupuno na sila lahat. So ngayon, ang gagawin mo na lang, dito ka na sa task. Gagawa ka ng listahan mo dito. And then makikita mo na sa calendar. So that is Romeo's takeaway for Google Task. What about our participants?
Ayan. So mga mom and sir, kindly type your learning anchor in the chat box po. No? Ano yung mga takeaways natin? Napaka-interesting nung ako personally, interesting siya sa akin kasi hindi ko siya ginagamit, no, yung si Google Task. How about you? I think saan-saan kaya ito pwedeng magamit, no? Especially sa mga teachers natin na medyo sobrang busy, maraming mga events or kahit sa mga estudyante po natin, no? Kayo po, Sir Louie, personally po, saan niyo po madalas gamitin yung Google Task aside from dun sa mga shinare niyo po kanina?
Meron akong hinahanap na file, ano? Meron kasi ito. So may share ako sa inyo. Yan. So ito, merong monitoring sheet na kailangan gawin. So this has to be done every week. So ang gagawin ko para ma-remind ako dito, and then mahanap ko kaagad din. Yan. Pwede kong gamitin ito dito, add to tasks. So pag i-click ko yan, pupunta yan dun sa task, nakalagay dun monitoring sheet. So pwede ako maglagay ng reminder dyan every Friday. So every week, so every Friday. Tapos okay. Kasi sinisingil ako ng dean dito every week. Ang gagawin ko, ilalagay ko siya dito. And then if I'm going to open my calendar, enabled ang task. So lahat ng yellow, yan, kasi yung task ko dito naka-yellow. So lahat ng yellow, yan. So magsasubmit ako niyan. So magkakaroon ako ng reminder. So magagamit ko sa calendar ko. Yung galing sa email mismo, I can integrate that with the task na hindi natin nagagawa sa Keep. Ano? So wala sa ditong add to Keep.
Sir Louie, paano nyo po ginawang yellow yung kuha natin? Yung task? O nilagyan
That's
ng
for
color?
another day. Dito,
Okay.
sa calendar sa ROM, sa calendar, customization ng calendar. So pwede ko siya lagyan ng
Okay.
yellow. Ayan. Meron kaming personal na calendar dito. So pwede kong lagay dito, ganyan. So lahat ng blue, so lahat ng red, ano ba yan? Something pink. So So, pwede siyang ganun.
Ganun pala yun. Alright,
Lahat,
thank you.
kapag may natatanggap kayo sa email na, okay, reminding you of this, to do this every week or to do this next week, yan, gawin niyo add to tasks para mailagay siya kaagad sa calendar. Hindi na tayo dito, copy-paste, let's copy this, and then gawa tayo ng event sa calendar. You can simply do that, add to task. Right.
Ayan, thank you very much, Sir Louie, no, dito sa ating task. Very, very interesting po. So far for Sir Louie, wala pong nagtatype ng kanilang mga learning anchors. Baka nagtatype pa po sila, no? Or nag-iisip pa sila ano yung, kumbaga parang sa sobrang, na-amaze sila. Baka nagko-conceptualize pa sila ng type nila. Meron pong pahabol dito, sabi ni Sir George, no? Sabi niya, time saver po daw yung Google Task. And then from Ma'am Jeanette, sabi niya, it's nice to have new application aside from Google Calendar to at least help us manage our task and time po. We'll try to use it for my schedules also. Ayan. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Jeanette and Sir George. And for the rest po, if you're still typing, please keep them coming para at least mabasa din po ng ating other participants yung mga takeaways po natin o yung ating mga learning anchors. Kasi this is not only to validate yung mga natutunan natin, but also the learning anchors is also one way for us to share what we have learned, or at least share our experiences, no, to our other participants, kasi pwede po nilang basahin yon. So ayan, maraming salamat po. Back to you po, Sir Louie.
Roms, meron dito. Pwede rin sa Google Task for organizing schedules in which akala ko Google Calendar. Pinaka-useful sa akin is yung email. Kasi dami ko nakakalimutan sa email. So nilalagyan ko sila ng star dati. Pag tinatamad akong kopyahin yun sa Google Calendar. Pero ngayon, with the task, you can do that. Kaya yung calendar ko punong-puno siya ng mga kung ano-anong mga reminders. Speaking of calendar, so let's have the Google Calendar. Your Google Keep can give you a reminder. Yung Google Task helps you organize your list or your tasks, and it integrates with Google Calendar. So your Google Calendar is the ultimate reminder. It takes time to set up the activities here. Kaya mas mabilis pag sa Google Task mo siya gagawin. Your Google Calendar is a time management and scheduling service, allows to create and edit events. Questions muna tayo. Which of the following is or are true about Google Calendar? You have A, B, C, and D. Please type your answer or answers in the chat box.
Yeah, so we have a quick answer here, sir, from Sir Aljo. Letter A po yung kanyang sagot. From Ma'am Calvi, letter A din po. Ayan, mukhang dumadami po yung sumasagot ng letter A, Sir Louie. Ayan, mukhang, ayun, parang letter A po ang karamihan ang pulso ng ating masa po.
George, sabi niya all daw.
Paniguro po siguro si Sir George, sir.
Sabi ng isa, all of the above, kasama yung questions. All of the above. Sabi ng iba, A na. Any other answers? Baka nag-answer ng B?
So far, ayun, meron po. A, B, C, and D po, sir. Or in other words, all of the above po.
Di natin tatanggapin yan, Roms. Lowercase.
Hello, dapat following the instructions, sir, no? The format.
Okay, let's check the answers. Answer dito. The answer is, or the answers are, Google Calendar allows scheduling of events and reminders. Ito yung alam natin. Your personal Google Calendar can be shared to your colleague. Anybody with Gmail account or Google account, you can share your Google Calendar to them. So B is the answer. Gmail is linked to Google Calendar to create events. So nakita natin kanina dun sa task, yung galing sa email, papuntang task, and then if you have the task, you can integrate it with Google Calendar, ganun din sa Gmail. Gmail can directly interact with your Google Calendar to create events. And finally, Google Calendar can be linked to Zoom to create recurring class schedule. Ito yung useful sa mga teachers, especially pag paulit-ulit yung klase nila. So how are we going to do that? So to access your calendar, again, do kayo sa Google Waffle. Then you can access your calendar here. So the interface of your calendar, meron kayo dito, this is the summary of, or the quick view of your month. Kung nasaan na kayo ngayon, anong araw na yan. These are your existing calendars. Sa akin, meron akong mga calendars dito. Yan, meron akong personal calendar for my account. And then I created another calendar. This one, meron akong calendar for contacts. At dito nakasulat kung meron silang birthday doon sa Google accounts nila, then lalabas yan dito sa contacts. I also have a calendar for ECE Review 2020, Idea Space, and Programming class. And you can also customize how you view your calendar. So pwede bang the entire month. So entire month ang lalabas dito. You want your calendar to display the day only. So if it's a day, then lalabas siya dito ng naka-divide into different time slots. If it's a week, then it's a 5-day week or a 7-day week. Then month. If it's a year, then lalabas siya dito. If you only want the schedule, then yung schedule nyo lang dito ang lalabas. Or if it's 5 days, then Monday to Friday. So this is the date of today. Nung kinuha ito. So that's last year. Now, how do we create a calendar? We already have a calendar. No? Lahat tayo meron na. Lahat tayo meron na. For this account, meron na siyang calendar. But how do you create a calendar? So you go to other calendars, then create new calendar. Gawin natin yun para other calendars. So I'm going to create a new calendar here. So create new calendar. So I'm going to name it description, schedules of time zone is Philippines, owner, organization. Then I'm going to create the calendar. So once I created that, so nandito na siya ngayon. So I can set I can change the settings. So I can make this available to public. I can make this available to the entire organization. Or I will only share it with specific people. For example, I'm going to share it to Romeo. Then George. Then Aljo. Share it to them. So sila lang yung may access sa calendar ko. I'm going to send it to them. And makikita na nila anong laman ng calendar nito. Right. There. So you have here a Friendly Learning Hub. Pwede kong palitan ngayon ng kulay yan. So I'm going to change it to green. Everything that I will be placing in my calendar under the Friendly Learning Hub will bear the color green. So I already created the calendar and already shared the calendar. Sharing the calendar, you have that. So kung gusto natin i-share ulit yung calendar na yun, say for example, settings and share. So I'm going to share it. Balik lang kayo dun sa settings and then you can add people here. For example, you can Dyan. Pwede natin yan. Pwede naman nilang i-cancel yan pag ayaw nilang mapasama dyan. You can do that. So your calendar is now shared to those people. Balik kayo dito sa settings and sharing. Then makikita ninyo kung kanino sila nakashare. That, ganito again. So pwede kong tanggalin sila. Ayaw ko na silang makakita ng calendar ko. That and that. So sharing settings save. So balik kayo dito. Okay. So for example, meron kayong mga activities sa class. Halimbawa, pareho kayong teachers, pareho kayong nagtuturo ng, say for example, ICT. You want to synchronize the activities. Pwede nyo ilagay dito sa calendar ninyo lahat ng mga activities ninyo. That's how you share your calendar, and then add a co-worker's calendar. So ito. Now, you want to look at the calendars of other people in your organization. Okay? So dito kayo sa other calendars. Yan, subscribe to calendar. So if they have existing calendars, so for example, si Romeo, gusto kong mag-subscribe sa calendar ni Romeo. Since Romeo's calendar is set to private, I need to request access to Romeo's calendar. I need to see that. Request access. So your calendar will send an email to Romeo or reminder to Romeo that you are requesting access. So for example, sino bang nandito mo? Ng mga teachers. Halimbawa si Ma'am Jeanette. Yan. Abaya Cruz. Yan. So since hindi naka-private ang calendar ni Ma'am, please set it to private. Pwede ko siyang i-add kaagad. Then makikita ko na kaagad yung calendar niya. Ano? Unsubscribe. Yeah. Okay. So balik kayo dun sa settings. For example, this one, settings and sharing. Okay. So ito lang ang kailangan ninyo. Ano? Kasi by default, it's available to public. Available to Ateneo, for Ateneo de Zamboanga University. So you need to do that. So you need to remove that. Yan. Once you remove these access permissions, yan, hindi na nila makikita yung calendar ninyo. Okay? So you can do that. So let's do another one. For sure, wala pang gumagalaw ng mga calendar nila. Subscribe to calendar. Hanap tayo ng estudyante. Hindi naman nila ginagamit ito. Yeah. So this one is set to public. So nakikita natin sino yung may-ari, anong organization niya. Permission settings, anyone can. You can see all events. Okay? So yung mga teachers, yes, yung mga teachers na hindi nag-attend today, and pwede nyong makita yung calendar nila. So, once you're subscribed to a calendar, lalabas yan dito sa other calendars, calendars that are not your own. Pwede nyong i-click yung X to unsubscribe. Mawawala lang siya dun sa group niyo. Okay. So, natin kasi na pang nandito. Halimbawa ang kay Sir George, ano? Check natin kung mabilis ba siya. Okay, it's public. Depende, Roms. Is this applicable to all Google accounts or within organization lang po? Meron kasi tayong permission na public. So anybody with Gmail account or with the link, pwede nilang makita yun. So pwede nyo gawin, tama yung sinabi ni George, pwede nyo iset yan sa anyone in the Ateneo de Zamboanga University can see your calendar. Pwede yon. Within the organization, you can set it that it's visible to the organization so that when they set a meeting, their calendar will sync to your calendar to see which times are available. Yun. Mas madali yon. Hindi na tayo magtatanong sa mga tao ngayon, available ka ba on Thursday? Yan. And then they will lie to you na, yes, busy ako that day. Yan. If your calendars are set to visible to the organization, pag nag-set ako ng meeting, for example, Monday, then I invited you, lalabas ka agad doon na available ka kung wala ka nakaset na appointment doon. Yun ang isa sa mga advantage doon. Kaya dapat meron kayong dalawang calendar. You have one personal, kasama yung kay George, ang dami dito. Yan. Kapag i-click ko yan, punong-puno na yung calendar ko dahil kay George. Let's remove that. So advisable that you have two calendar. One is personal, the other one is work. Yung sa work, yun ang i-share ninyo. Kasi there was a time that when Gmail and Google Calendar was still new in Ateneo, merong isa na nag-share ng there's one person na nag-share ng calendar niya sa buong organization. What happened was, nakikita ko doon sa calendar ko na merong order soft drinks for this one. Go to market to buy fish. Meron sa mga ganun sa calendar niya. Lumalabas din sa calendar ko din. So what I did, tinawagan ko yung may-ari ng calendar, tapos pina-private ko sa kanya yung personal na calendar niya. So if you want your calendar to be visible to your organization, you must have two calendars. One personal and the other one is for work. So si George, and lahat sila nandito. Yung kay Romeo, hindi ko na makita yan. Pero kung hindi tayo gumawa ng ganito before Roms, makikita ko pa rin yun.
Correct, sir.
So that. Especially if you have work na kailangan ninyong i-monitor yung mga activities. Yan, mas maganda kung meron kayong active na calendar. Okay. That. Subscribe. Now, creating events. This one is easy. For creating events, you simply select the date. So, click that. So, meron kayo dito. You can add time, title and time. So let's select more options to see everything here. Pwede kayong maglagay ng title ng event. Then you can have your date. If it's not all day, then you have the time. You can set the time. If you want to use Google Meet video conferencing, then you select that. It will add the details of the conferencing link. And then you can add your guests here. Pwede kong ilagay dito. Okay, so I can do that. Then, if I'm going to set this, I will be busy for that period. So nakalagay dito busy. So if somebody will set a meeting with me on February 23, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., they will see that my calendar is busy. Hindi nila makikita yung event, pero makikita nila doon na busy. So if this is a work event, then ilalagay ko siya dito. But if this is personal event, then ilalagay ko siya dito. For example, ito yung social group ko. So ilalagay ko siya dito. So dito lang siya visible sa calendar na to. Hindi siya visible doon sa work na calendar. And then you can send that. It will send an email. So meron dito. So ito yung sample. Okay. So make a class for this date. Pwede ako mag-set ng notification minutes before the time, hours, days, or weeks. I can select my calendars here. So if this is class, then I will put that into the programming. For example, that's my class. Then Zoom link, ilalagay ko na rin dito sa baba. And then I'm going to invite the students or kung sino man yung dapat nakasama dun sa makeup class nila. Then I will save that. Then each of the participants will receive this email. Ito yung email. Event confirmation ito. So you don't need to reply. Meron kasi iba nagta-type pa na, okay, I'm going. Yan. You simply use this one. Yes, maybe, and no. They want to attend, then yes. If they don't want to attend, then no. Kung hindi pa sila sure, then maybe. So whatever you wrote in your invitation, nandito na yan. Halimbawa, Google Meet, you use Google Meet. That, if you're going to use Zoom, then you have your Zoom here. You can see who are the persons invited or the participants in the meeting. So you will have that. So agenda, makeup class. Kung wala ka pang agenda nilagay, so okay lang. Then you have here 1:30 p.m. makeup class. Okay. Now, for the teachers here, this one may be useful to you. So we have here scheduling class via Zoom. So we cannot demonstrate this kasi we're using Zoom and then hindi natin makikita ito sa Zoom. So what we can do is this one. You schedule a meeting. You type here the title. For example, ANG 202 synchronous session. I'm going to select recurring meeting. Okay? That means it will repeat for some time. Then I'm going to have here passcode, and then for calendar, I'm going to use Google Calendar. So dito yan. Then when I click save, mag-open siya ng browser, and then Zoom will ask permission. Choose an account to continue to Zoom. So which one are you going to use? So for example, I'm going to use one account here. So you confirm your choices, engineering@acho.edu.ph. You already gave Zoom access to view and edit events on all your calendars under engineering account. So I'm going to allow that. Then this will appear. Lalabas ito dun sa calendar ko. So nakalagay dito, synchronous session, the same title with your Zoom. So that's date of the day you created that link. Pero nakalagay dito, does not repeat. Nandito din sa details, meron na yung kasama na doon yung Zoom link and meeting ID and passcode. Included na doon sa event. Now under this one, if you're going to select does not repeat, if you're going to click that, it will open different options. Daily, weekly, monthly, annually, every weekday. Or the custom. So you select custom and then you have here custom recurrence. Repeat once a week. Okay. You repeat once a week and then every Monday and then after 9 sessions. So sa college kasi it's 9 weeks, so I'm going to set it for 9 sessions. Kung sa inyo, twice a week kayo mag-meet, so repeat every week, Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Thursday. Depende yun kung anong araw kayo mag-meet. So you select that here. And then it will end after 9 occurrences. Or if you know the date, then you select the date. Sa akin, hindi ko alam kung kailan siya mag-end. So I'm going to say that after 9 weeks, it should end. So after I select done, it will appear on my calendar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 occurrences. Automatic yan lalabas sa calendar. Then kung ano yung nilagay ninyo na reminder dito, notification. So for example, every notification 30 minutes before the event. So 30 minutes before the event, you will get a reminder. Okay, so that's how you use Zoom with your calendar, especially in scheduling recurring classes, synchronous sessions, for example. Right. That's it. Questions? So which Google tools did you find useful? We have Google Keep, Google Task, and the calendar. So which one is useful, you think is useful, and how will these tools help you in your work?
So ayan, so thank you Sir Louie no for that very informative discussion. Ayan, so for our participants, kindly type your answers in the chat box, yung itong katanungan ng ating speaker. Which Google tools did you find useful? And along with that, how will these tools help you in your work? Ayan, so please type your answers in the chat box. Ayan. So while waiting po, no, ako naman, my personal realization, napaka kuan talaga, although exposed na ako sa Google Tools, but there are still things, ito yung kagandahan sa Google Tools, no? Mayroon pa talagang mga bagay na unexplored, no? Na kailangan nating i-explore pa sa paano gamitin yung mga tools natin, saan ba siya pwedeng ma-further utilize, no? So ayan, especially sir yung sa task, no? For today yung pinaka takeaway ko is yung Google Task kasi hindi ko siya ginagamit. So I will try on my end, I will try to use it especially sa mga daily task ko. And at the same time, na-realize ko no yung sa Google Calendar. For example, kung meron tayong mga special events or for example, we're running an organization, pwede tayong gumawa actually ng Google Calendar, no, where people can subscribe and will be updated sa mga ganaps ng organization natin. So nakikita ko sir, for example, kung sa ADSU tayo, no, yung student activities, for example, engineering society. So lahat na pwedeng gumawa ng Google Calendar ang engineering society, and then ipa-plot out na nila lahat ng mga lahat ng mga activities na for that school year, and let the students subscribe para lagi silang updated sa kanilang mga activities sa engineering society. Ayan.
So dapat ginagamit ito ng lahat ng mga student orgs, academic orgs.
Yeah, oo. Tama sir, no. Na-realize ko yung value niya today, kung paano pa natin siya utilize, no. Ayan, so Sir Louie, meron tayong fast answer here from Ma'am Farhana, I think teacher from our senior high school, no. Sa akin sir, yung Google Calendar, yun yung pinaka-impact sa kanya because I'm a person who easily forget things. Also the Google Keep, at least kahit makalimutan ko, may reminder din na
Maglalaban na daw siya.
Lalabas. Lalabas mag-end yung deadline ko. Ayan. Okay.
Sorry,
Thank you.
got that, sir. Nagmadali lang po ako
Sorry, Ma'am Farhana. Go ahead po. Yeah, Ma'am Farhana.
Yeah, yung tinype in ko po dyan, sir, because yung Google Keep po, kasi napansin ko po kanina when Sir Gallardo po presented it, napaka useful po siya sa mga tao, like sa akin po kasi very forgetful ako. So if may Google Keep at saka Google Calendar, madali ko pong malalaman kung ano yung mga task na kailangan ko tapusin within the week or within the month. So kahit na parang nakalimutan ko siya, may reminder pa rin nalalabas doon sa email ko or sa cellphone ko kasi naman siya. Since yung Google po natin is universal na siya, ubiquitous siya kumbaga. So pwede natin i-link in yung mga devices natin. So it's easier for us to parang utilize talaga yung mga natin. And may mga reminders din tayo na makikita doon sa Google Tools natin. Ayun po. Thank you.
Ayan, thank you po for Ma'am Farhana, no. Yeah, very good na realization, and it's good sharing na at least no yung kung tayo medyo makalimutin dahil sa sobrang busy, sa sobrang daming ganaps, meron magpapaalala sa atin, no. Hindi lang yung mga tao, but pwede rin yung ating mobile phone through our Google application, parang reminder sa atin. Ayan. So meron po dito additional po, Sir Louie from Jeanette. Google Calendar for me po. Needs for recurring Zoom link sa class, reminders, and share with organizations din po. Ayan. Okay, so tama po sir, no, yung para ma'am yung sa Zoom link. Ayan, para kuan siya, repetitive, no, yung or naka-reminder sa ating kaagad na meron tayong mga classes. Ayan. At maganda rin sa Google Calendar, pwede tayo mag-set ng reminders na 4 types of reminder. Meron yung parang weekly, daily, and even hours or minutes before the event, pwede tayong i-remind. Ako kasi medyo addict ako sa notification kasi makalimutin din ako. So ang ginagawa ko, isang reminder 1 week before, isang reminder 1 day before, at isang reminder 1 hour before, at isang reminder na 30 minutes before. Ayan, para hindi ko makalimutan. Sure shot na ma-remember ko yung event. Ayan. Okay?
Akin naman, Roms, sa cellphone ko meron akong isang page na calendar
Opo.
for the month, meron isang page na calendar for the week.
Oo.
Yan. Para pag mag-swipe ka, okay, ito yung gagawin ko for this week, okay, ito yung gagawin ko for the month. Yan. Google Calendar pa rin sila pareho.
Ayan. Ayan. So, kuan po, how about the others po? Baka yung iba, Sir Louie, no, nag-type pa sila or nag-iisip pa kung ano yung realizations nila, no, sa kanilang sa discussions natin this afternoon. Ayan.
Kung walang answers daw, walang certificate, sabi ni Roms.
Lo. OMG.
Meron dito si Ma'am Jeanette, sabi niya, needs
Apo.
for recurring Zoom links sa class. Yan, mas maganda yun kasi para hindi ka nagagawa ng bagong link every week. Kasi mahirap hanapin pag nag-set ka ng isang session lang sa Zoom and then lumampas na siya. Ang mangyayari kasi niyan, mahirap nang hanapin yun. Kailangan mong buksan ulit yung website. Pero kung gagawa ka ng recurring na Zoom link, so isang link lang, hindi mo na kailangang hanapin yun kasi nandun na sa calendar mo na paulit-ulit. So hindi mo na rin makakalimutan na may klase ka.
Yes, correct sir, no. Minsan sa sobrang dami ng ginagawa, minsan nakakalimot na rin po tayo ng mga things. Ayan. Or mga ganaps natin. Okay, lalo na pag teacher sir, no, medyo maraming maraming mga meetings, maraming mga deadlines, mga mga paperworks to submit. And of course, kahit sa mga estudyante sir, no, nakikita ko kahit applicable siya sa mga estudyante natin para ma-remind sila sa mga deadlines sila sa submissions, or for example, mga classes nila, no? Pwede silang ma-remind ng mga applications na to. Ayan. Okay. So ayan po Sir Louie, maraming salamat po for your time, no, and for your for sharing your your expertise this afternoon. Marami po kaming natutunan. So ayan, let's show some let's give Sir Louie a heart react, no, sa kanyang shinare this afternoon, and I'm sure marami po tayong natutunan. Kahit ako, marami akong natutunan this afternoon. Ayan. Okay, so ayan, Sir George, kindly po, no. Ayan, so just in case po, no, baka ano tawag doon, baka interested pa kayo sa mga other webinars po natin sa Afriende Learning Hub. Okay? So Sir George, kindly play po our upcoming mga webinar series po sa ating Afriende Learning Hub. Yeah. So para doon sa mga hindi pa po nakapag-subscribe, please do subscribe now or register now. Ayan. Sir George? Sir George, parang hindi po nag-play yung video, sir. Ayan. Take two. Ayan.
Wala bang Google Videos?
Parang wala pa yata, sir.
YouTube pala.
Ayun. Okay. Replay po ulit. Take two tayo. So again po, ito po yung ating mga upcoming webinars organized by the Aprender Learning Hub. So take it away, Sir George. Ayan. Okay, so maraming salamat Sir George, no? So I hope na-excite po kayo at mag-register pa po kayo sa ating mga upcoming free, no, free Google related na webinars po, no. So Sir George, kindly type or place the registration link sa ating chat box, no? Para maka-register din po yung ating mga participants in case po na hindi pa po sila register sa ating mga next activities natin. Ayan. Okay. So ayan, maraming salamat po. All right. So ngayon naman po for us to receive the certificate of participation po, kasi again meron po tayong certificate of participation, no. May i-release po kaming certificate. One way for you to get po the certificate is to complete our evaluation form, no. And also this is one way for us to improve yung aming mga upcoming na mga webinar series po yan. So ayan, Sir George, kindly type po sa ating chat box yung ating ayan, nandiyan na po yung registration link, and at the same time po yung ating evaluation link po. Ayan. So ayan, nandiyan po sa ating chat box. Okay, sa ating chat box nandiyan po yung registration link para sa ating mga upcoming webinars, and then in a while ilalagay din po ni Sir George yung link sa ating evaluation link. Ayan. Okay, so Sir George, paki-type po ulit yung registration link po natin sa ating chat box. Ayan, just in case naman po na miss out po nila. Ayan. Okay, so ayan po sa ating, again po, dear participants, sa ating chat box, nandiyan po yung registration link for our upcoming mga webinars. Naku, marami pa po kaming mga free webinars po, so please do register and join us sa aming mga succeeding na mga webinars related to Google. And of course, sa ating sa ating chat box, nandiyan din po yung ating evaluation link. Please make sure po na after this webinar ay masagutan niyo po yung evaluation link, kasi this is one way also for us to provide you your certificate of participation for today's webinar. Ayan. So maraming salamat po. Please take note po dun sa siguro po pwede niyo i-click po yung click niyo lang po yung link para ma-answer niyo siya. Okay? So yung evaluation link po namin will be available until 12 midnight tonight. Okay? Para may enough time po kayo sumagot sa ating evaluation link. And then after that po, the evaluation link will be closed already. No? So please make sure to answer the evaluation link. Again, that will be our basis po for releasing of your certificate. We will send it through your email. Ayan. Okay? So if everything po is clear, kindly type clear in the chat box before we'll have our last our last group photo for the day. Ayan. So again, if everything is clear, kindly type clear in the chat box. Ayan. So thank you very much po. And once again, we are thankful to Sir Louis Gallardo, okay, for sharing his expertise this afternoon, no, sa Google Keep, sa Google Task, and sa Google Calendar. Maraming salamat po, Sir Louis. And we are looking forward po sa future webinars ninyo po sa amin. Ayan. Okay. So, may I request, by the way po, no, Sir Louis, Sir Louis, Sir Aljo, and Sir George are also the co-founders of Aprender Learning Hub. Ayan. Okay, so may I request now Sir Aljo to take over po for our group photo this afternoon, yung final group photo po natin. So Sir
Yes
Aljo,
po.
please take it away.
Yes po, sir. Roms, thank you po. Good afternoon. Kaya po ba mag-turn on ng ating cameras po kahit saglit lang for our group photo for this afternoon? Kaya po ba? Everyone, please turn on. And if hindi naman kaya, no, please use a heart react. Okay? So ready? 1, 2, 3, and smile, heart react. Saglit lang. Okay, for a while, ulitin natin. Pinakuha, sorry. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, and smile. Okay guys, thank you po. Thank you, Sir Roms. Okay po,
All right.
thank you po.
Ayan, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Sir Aljo. Ayan, so thank you again, everyone, for coming and for attending our first webinar for under the Friendly Learning Hub. No, so we are looking forward to see you all again sa aming next webinar, which will be on, next week. Okay. Saan na yung date naman? Ayun. February 26. Ayan. Maraming salamat po and God bless po. Ayan. Paalam. See you next week po. Paalam. God bless.